This is my second presentation in a series of 3 that talks about water bodies, and it's called Let Us Play Water Bodies. The effect of water bodies on humans. Oceans and lakes provide soothing sensory experiences. The sound of the waves crashing and the sight of water rising and ebbing combine to put our minds at ease. It puts us into a state of mindfulness, triggers positive memories and feelings, and helps us reflect on our lives. Studying water resources can be fun, and in this game you will see beautiful photos of water bodies and guess which one by choosing from a list provided. There are too many names of water bodies shown in the previous lecture. There are 48, but here I just selected a few, 19 only, to make the play simple. After each photo, a detailed description is provided, of which only a definition is given along with an additional information. This is a list that contains 48 names of water bodies, out of which we are going to select the proper name for the photo. The first photo is this one. I started with an easy photograph. You can see the dam and the lake behind the dam. And this is called, as for most dams, for the purpose of irrigation purposes or hydropower generation, they call it a reservoir. Yes, it is a reservoir. It's a type of human created lake. But you may think that this is relatively reasons, but the piece of information I want to add is that humans have been creating them for millennia. This is another easy photograph. It shows a water course, and this is called a canal. Canal is a man-made body of water, and Panama Canal, which links the Pacific and the Atlantic Oceans, and the Suez Canals, which connects the Red Sea and the Mediterranean Sea, are two of the main famous canals in the world. Here there is connection between seawater and river water. Therefore, this is an estuary. An estuary is located at the intersection between fresh water and salt water. Estuaries are also often a great place for bird watching, as many seabirds choose to nest in these highly productive areas. This is a bit difficult. It looks like a beach, and you can see a bridge. This is a gulf. A gulf is a type of very large ocean inlet, and it's an excellent place to have a harbor, which is why you will often find large concentrations of cities along major gulfs. This photograph is a body of water surrounded by land, and it's called lagoon. Lagoons are bodies of water that is naturally separated from a larger body of water by a barrier. There are two kinds of lagoons: atoll lagoons and coastal lagoons. Atoll lagoons are created whenever an island is completely submerged underwater, but coastal lagoon forms along coastlines. Another difficult photograph. You can see bridge and a body of water close to land, and this is a bay. A bay is a water body that's partially enclosed by land. There are many reasons why a bay might form. In coastal areas, they often form as a result of plate tectonics as two plates drift together or pull apart. On the other hand, some bays, like Guanabara Bay near Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, is the result of years of erosion by the Atlantic Ocean. This is maybe a bit easier. You find a lot of grasses, and this is a marsh. A marsh is a wetland ecosystem that contains large concentration of grasses, sedges, and rushes. They are mostly freshwater habitats that form along edges of small and shallow lakes and rivers. This is easy. This is an ocean. Oceans are the largest bodies of water on Earth. And for geographic reasons, we name oceans, give them names like Pacific, Indian, Atlantic, Arctic, and Southern Oceans. This is another easy one. You can see that this is a delta. A delta is a type of landform that occurs at the mouth of some large rivers. Perhaps the most famous delta in the world is the Nile River Delta, which covers a wide swath of land, about 250 kilometers of coastline. This is much easier. This is a harbor. A harbor is any type of sheltered body of water, and there are two types. They can be either natural, as in the case of inlets, or artificial, as in the case of harbors that are constructed around major ports. This is also an easy one. This is a spring. A spring forms when water from an aquifer or another type of groundwater bubbles its way up to the surface of the earth. And some are the size of small puddles, while others look much more like a large lake. This is also, it may be difficult, but this is a pond. A pond is a small body of still fresh water. They actually play a crucial role in many ecosystems as they support amphibians like frogs and salamanders. It looks like a river with some tributaries. Tributaries are any stream that feeds into a larger creek, river, or stream. Large rivers have dozens, if not hundreds, of small tributaries that drain a different watershed, and one example is the Euphrates River in Asia. This is easy again. This is a sea. A sea is a part of the ocean that is at least partially bordered by land. While there is no very clear-cut definition between a sea and an ocean, but in general, seas are much smaller. This may be difficult. This is a strait. A strait is any naturally formed narrow body of water that forms a connection between two bigger bodies of water. Since straits are often one of the few entryways into a body of water, control of a strait gives a country great strategic importance. This is also another beautiful photograph, I think, of a stream. Stream is any flowing body of water along the Earth's surface. The additional piece of information is that there is no correct answer to the river versus stream debate either way. Here, if you don't know this, it's a swamp. These are areas that are permanently filled with water, and swamps are most common in warm, humid areas where standing water is the norm. This is a wetland. A wetland is a water body where standing water covers large areas of the local soil for all or most of the year. There are both inland and tidal wetlands. Inland wetlands are found away from the coastal environments, and tidal wetlands are found in coastal areas. This beautiful photo is for a lake. A lake is any body of surface water that collect runoff from local streams and rivers. While most people think of lakes as freshwater bodies of water, there are plenty of salt water lakes out there. This is the last slide of the 19 photos of water bodies, and this ends the quiz. In this quiz, I showed 19 water bodies photos from the extended lists that I have shown in the previous presentation, and I asked the audience to choose from the list of names that I provided them that contains 48 water bodies. After each photo, I give a simple definition highlighted in yellow and an additional piece of information highlighted in blue. The purpose of the quiz is to test and deepen the knowledge gained from the previous presentation to recognize the different types of water bodies.